Thank you all for coming to my show. I really appreciate that. This is no jokes right now. I don't know about you guys, but when's the last time you guys had a pregnancy scare? I'm just kidding. I just said that because my parents are here, my girlfriend's parents are here, and a lot of people are here. Who else we got? This is my brother, Jordan. Stand up. Come on, stand up. Stand up. Sit back down. All right. We have a great show. We have a lot of awesome comedians who worked really hard on their pieces. Please laugh. Please be generous. Yeah, man. I mean, no jokes right now for me. I'm excited. You guys excited? All right, we'll make some noise because our first mic person comedian, is a good friend of mine, Camelia Patron. Make some noise one more time.
This is a true story. This is my story. And this is how I brought the downfall to my cousin's career and forced him into advertising. It was inevitable that I would one day bring down this powerful man. You see, my parents are from the same small town in Mexico, where my dad is the golden boy of this town. And one summer, he decides to bring his new girlfriend from Barcelona to his hometown. My mother walks up to my dad and his new girlfriend and says, "One day, I'm gonna marry you." My dad in this moment is 22 years old. My mother is 10 years old. Last year, my dad spent his birthday at a bar partying. My mother spent that same birthday at that same bar working because in Mexico, they have very little regard for child labor laws. We flash forward 10 years. My father has just locked himself in an art colony in solitude for the past 4 years. He has not seen tits in 4 years. The first pair of tits he sees are my mother's. They hang out for 7 days, and on the 8th day, they're married. And against all odds, I am born. And a woman from my dad advertising agency is declared my godmother. Peggy Loring. Now, the year is 2006, and 2 important pieces of pop culture media have just been released in the previous year. 1, the evolution of Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke's first studio album. What exactly he's evolving from, who's to say? And 2, American television series and icon, Hannah Montana. Where Miley Ray Stewart is a secret pop star by the name of Hannah Montana, but nobody knows, except for me and all of my friends who watch Hannah Montana every Friday at 7 p.m. on Disney Channel. And so, the year is 2007. And my godmother, Peggy Loring, has just invited us to her house for Thanksgiving dinner. It is an intimate family gathering with me, my dad, my mom, Peggy Loring, and her nephew and my now cousin, Robin Thicke. Because of course her nephew nephew is Robin Thicke. She works in advertising, the industry of nepotism, only second to Wall Street and theater schools, which are tied for first. And so, Robin Charles Thicke has two career-ending conversations that night. One between Robin and my dad, where he goes to my dad and he asks, "How'd you do it? You got a hot wife, a kid, and she's fine. How'd you do it?" And my dad gives Robin the advice that will inevitably be the downfall to his entire music career. And Robin remembers this conversation. The second career-ending conversation that happens that night is between Robin and his favorite cousin, me. We just met 45 minutes ago, and yet somehow I'm still his favorite. And so he leans over to me and he says, "Hey, I like your shirt." And I say, "Thanks, I love Hannah Montana. I think that y'all should be best friends, and one day y'all should hang out." He remembers this conversation. The year is now 2013. My parents are divorced. And Miley Ray Stewart has left Hannah Montana behind, taken off the wig, and dyed her hair blonde. Revolutionary. She is also now going by an alias of Miley Ray Cyrus. Who the fuck is that? The year is 2013, and it has been 6 years since I have last spoken to my third favorite cousin. And I'm wondering, has he forgotten about that important conversation we had all those years ago over Thanksgiving dinner? And the answer is no. Because the year is 2013. And Robin Charles Thicke is performing at the MTV Music Awards. Yeah. He's performing at the MTV Music Awards. He's performing one of the best-selling singles of all time, a song I can only imagine is directly inspired by the advice my dad gave him all those years ago when he asked my dad, "How'd you do it?" And my dad leaned in and said, and I quote, "If you want something, you have to go and you just gotta get it. You can't let anyone stop you from getting what you want." A song titled Blurred Lines. And who is he performing it with? None other than my idol, Hannah Montana. I mean Miley R. Cyrus, except this time the R stands for wrecking, because that's exactly what she does. She wrecks his entire career. The industry is furious. The audience is furious. It is 2013, and the audience is very upset that Miley Wrecking Ball Cyrus is shaking ass to Blurred Lines. But nobody is more upset than the Marvin Gaye family, who is suing my third favorite cousin for $5.3 million. And now the Marvin Gaye family owns 50% of the royalties of Blurred Lines. It is the worst Shark Tank deal I have ever heard. And so that's it. My cousin's career is over. He is shamed out of the music industry, and nobody wants to listen to his fucking music anymore. Even though the last album he gave out in 2022, I think, it was pretty fire. I listened to it. You gotta support the fam. And so he goes with shame into the shadows. And with a solemn heart, my third favorite cousin, Robin Thicke, goes in. There's a lot of confetti in this space. Into advertising.
Camelia Patron, everybody! It looks like they got their shoe. That's good.